All the students are requested to maintain silence. What an amazing atmosphere and energy of our eager students who are awaiting this event. A very warm afternoon to all of you. My name is Yashwardhan Sharma and I am your host for the day. On behalf of Department of Commerce, I welcome you all to this event. Light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity. It expels darkness from our lives. To make this event a blessed one, I request our admirable Principal Sir, Professor S.P. Agarwal, Reverend Vice Principal Sir, Professor T.K. Mishra, and PIC Commerce, Ms. Suchi Pati Ma'am, to kindle the lamp of Goddess Saraswati. I request Reverend Principal Sir to felicitate Reverend Vice Principal Sir with a memento. Now I request Ms. Suchi Pati Ma'am to felicitate Vice Principal Sir with a planter. What a warm and affectionate felicitation it is. We extend a ton of thanks to all the faculty members for gracing this event with their benign presence. Now I take the privilege to invite Reverend Principal Sir on stage to share a few words of wisdom with us.
Good morning and welcome to this special program by none other than our own Professor T.K. Mishra. See, that is the way education institution should work. I think all of us need to talk about our own experiences, our own research, our own learning, and share it with others. That is the key element of teaching learning. And I'm thankful to Dr. Mishra that he has volunteered. We started this practice way back, but it does not go long. And he has done it. It's wonderful. All the faculty, students will listen to his topic on governance and ethics. I have read a lot about him. Of course, I wanted to be part of his whole lecture because he is so interesting. But due to other commitments, I will not be able to listen to him today. but I'm sure all of you will be benefited by his talk. And friends, another important thing is that these kind of events are very useful for any academic institution. That is why I always emphasize to all my young colleagues that whatever you do, share it with others so that you know where you are lacking and you know where you are good at it. So that is very, very important. With this, once again, I congratulate Suchi for organizing such program, and again Dr. Mishra, who has volunteered to do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Your words were really inspiring and enlightening. Ethics and governance is a contextual precondition for the long-lasting and beneficial effects of the virtues of individuals within an organization. Ethical governance provides accountability in the day-to-day operations of a business. I consider it a great honor to welcome Reverend Professor T.K. Mishra, sir, on stage to deliver a special lecture on the role of governance ethics in the success of a business. Sir, it's a great honor for us to have you here today. You don't need any introduction, as you are a sculpture of humanity for all of us.
Thank you, Suchi, for inviting me for this lecture. Well, I'm hugely humbled by the kind presence of our dynamic principal. And that shows that he has tremendous faith in the teachers of the college, due to which we have become a best college of this university. A huge round of applause for our dynamic principal, Dr. S.P. Agrawal. Indeed, a moment of pride for all of us. Well, today, this lecture is of a different type. Let me clarify it. It is not a lecture, it is a talk. It is not my talk, it is your talk also. I'll speak for about 15-20 minutes. Rest you have to take care. I love to listen to my students. And I have no doubt that my students are brighter than me. They have huge potentials. And in every class, I narrate this, that this is my strong feeling that they have more potential than the teachers. So talk, you will talk, I will talk. What we will talk, we have to learn. What we are learning, problems and solutions. Problems facing our business community and how to solve them. It will be a kind of conversation between me, Suchi Patti, your TIC, and you all. Not a lecture at all. Okay. Well, I congratulate you all for having chosen this particular option. You deserve a compliment. The moment I came to know about 100 and more than 100 students have opted for this paper, I was so glad. Because this paper is not only going to benefit you in this particular paper, but it will benefit you in all the papers. Because ethics, honesty, If you apply in one particular domain, it is not confined to that particular domain only. If you have belief, strong belief कि ईमानदारी में ही भलाई है, ईमानदारी में ही सफलता है, तो हमें सिर्फ सफलता नहीं चाहिए, हमें सुखद और सार्थक सफलता चाहिए। वैसी सफलता जो हमें आनंदित करे। सिर्फ हमें प्रॉफिट के टर्म्स में सक्सेस नहीं चाहिए। The very theme of this lecture can be divided into three. One is governance, ethics, and success. Three parts. Governance. What is governance? It is a policy making thing. It is thinking function. And what is management? Management is a doing function, executive function. So even in the state, we have governance, we have CEO as Prime Minister. In college also we have CEO, manager. As a principal, they have a governing board. Above governing board, there is a university, and above university, there is a ministry. So this is how things function. So we have to see that what is our vision, what is our policies, how do I determine the objectives? This is the function of governance. And all those objectives have to be fulfilled by the managers. The management, the job of management is to execute whatever has been decided by the top level, the chairman. Okay. And the third thing is the owners. In country, we are the owners of this country. In a corporate setup, shareholders are the owners of that company. Okay. And then they elect the board of directors. Board of directors, they govern and everything. These are the, different aspects of the whole thing. But when we talk of success, one thing, my friends, you should always keep in mind that there is no difference between a company and a human being. The only thing is that corporate or a company is an artificial person and human is a natural person. Otherwise, rights, duties, actions, everything, they have the same, we have the same. We talk of corporate conscience, means you are being guided by your conscience as a human being is guided by a conscience. Okay. So when we talk of success, we talk in terms of growth. In the case of individual also, there should be proper growth of your mind, of your body, of your emotions. Okay. Companies also organic growth. In a natural way, it grows. So this is one growth in terms of success we are defining. And another is profit. Profit is also important for running a business. Okay. But not, profitability is the only thing. And then by success, we also mean sustainability, not an overnight company. There would be so many examples where you will see that a company has grown, has earned huge profit, still could not sustain. Okay. Kingfisher, Vijay Mallya, so many examples you will find. Nirav Modi, so many examples you will find. Okay. When we'll talk, I'm going to, put questions before you, and I would like to know from you that how far you are clear about the companies which are ethical and growing in the world. We have few companies, Indian companies, which are one of the best in the world, ranking second, third. Okay. So, I mean, we would like to know how far you are clear. You also need to be clear on how many companies, what kind of companies have failed because of scams, because of dishonesty, unethicality. Once you are clear, you are a bright person. You have no iota of doubt, clear conviction. And with that force, once you launch yourself, then no one can stop you. You are unstoppable. The only thing is that if a person has a dilemma, ये सही है या नहीं है, क्या सही है, क्या गलत है, कितना सही है, कितना गलत है. If you are in a confused state, very difficult to take decision, very difficult to form opinion. So it is always advisable that you should have clarity about things. ये बादल जब clear हो जाएगा, तो you will have a blue sky. And in a blue sky, you can think, your vision will go very far, and you will have less problems, and it will have a good soothing impact upon your eyes, upon your body, upon your health, everything. So, as I told you before, that I was really delighted to know that our Ramanujan College is having so many students desirous for this particular option is a wonderful indication, a good sign that you will take care of your future. You are the future of our country. Very well. Very well. And that kind of assurance should come from within. Okay. We talk of self-compassion. You know, sometimes what happens that you do not do well in particular class, you score less marks, and you are disheartened, you are depressed. Your mommy tells you, your teachers tells you nothing doing, please next time you can do it, you can do it. So many people, neighbors also try to console you, but you do not get up. You only get up when you have self-compassion. उठ जा बेटा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, मैं कर लूंगा. That kind of force every one of us need to develop. Okay. Now, I think we started from problems, etc. I welcome our TIC to come out with certain problems, okay, of a business industry, and then we will also talk about how good governance, ethical governance, results into success. We have to see today, okay? We don't have to postpone that. We have to see today, ensure today that honesty is the best policy. Okay? Honesty, being honest pays. These are all, idioms which has been established thousands of years back. We need to re-examine that in today's context, how we can say that honesty is the best policy for a business or anything. Let me tell you one thing, that our only security, you can keep it in mind. A very small sentence, but you have to keep it in mind and try to see. Our only security is the ability to be ethical. No amount of police, no amount of external regulation can give you security. because even police can become dishonest. And on that police, you will have to put another police. Only way to secure yourself, is to be honest. Otherwise, you know, you can see what is happening, that, you have seen the case of Pooja Singhal, so many cases in Jharkhand. At the age of 21 years, she became an IS officer. 21. And look at her deeds. What else you want? Such a huge recognition of your efforts and potential. Still, you are not satisfied. And you are committing such corruption, and you are landing up into jail. क्या इसी चीज के लिए इतनी पढ़ाई करी थी? So many cases. So if you want to sustain that success, only way is be honest. If you don't want to be challaned by the police and abused by the police, don't jump the red light. You will never be challaned. These are such simple things in day-to-day life. And as I told you, in personal life, professional life, corporate life, all are almost same. And so far as management or governance is concerned, all managerial style are same. The only difference that makes one managerial style with another is ethicality. One manager is ethical, another manager. Otherwise, management is what? You are all the resources. You are organizing all the resources and everything to achieve a particular objective, particular task that is given to you. So, all these things, I would like our TIC to ask some questions.
First of all, on behalf of Department of Commerce, I would like to thank our senior most faculty, Professor T.K. Mishra, Vice Principal of our college, and who have delivered such a beautiful lecture on the ethics which is required in the modern days, as we have forgot our ethics, morality, and this is also recommended by the university, this paper, and I welcome all the students of first year BCom, BMS as well as BA program, and my dear faculty members and non-teaching staff of this college. I would like to thank our principals also, so that they are always appreciate these kind of things which we are going to organize. So it's our pleasure, sir. You are here for taking this thing so seriously. My question is to you, sir. Nowadays, you have seen students, the people, it's not be unethical, only the failure people, if you talk about in the materialistic world. Sometimes you are thinking if we are failure in our life, then we become an unethical, just like you have seen in the movies. ठीक है, but मुझे लगता है कि it's not always be there कि आपका failure होना ही unethical है. Just like sir has given an example of 21-year-old girl who has selected as a IS officer. So sometimes you have seen so many example in this country, in the world, that the people are so successful, not only in the administration as well as political career, as well as administration still, and the business tycoon also, they are still so successful, they are become unethical, just like Nirav Modi and Vijay Mallya. These are the business tycoon, they got success in their life, still they are unethical. So my question is to you, sir, why this has happened, and how we can come over that. This is my question to you, sir.
Wonderful question. I welcome that question. She wants, perhaps she wants to know that despite registering success, so many people in so many domains, whether it is administration, politics, business, anywhere, You did well, fine. You got success also. But despite achieving that, level, why do you commit to, such petty things, okay, which, no one can imagine from you? Why do you have to commit theft? Okay, theft is generally committed by those who are illiterate, those who are unsuccessful in life, or those who need it. There are sometimes people out of need also do such crimes. But what made you do such crimes? That is the question, perhaps.
Yes, sir.
Well, to me, largely because you do not understand that the success cannot last without being honest and without being ethical. You develop an illusion that you would be able to befool the entire world. You do not try to take examples, several examples, that many successful people have been jailed. But you develop so much of confidence within you that no one will be able to catch me. I'm the super boss. That kind of illusion in your mind makes you accept all those tactics. Number one. Number two, as I told you, that सफलता एक सुखद एहसास के बगैर उस सफलता का कोई मतलब नहीं. सफलता में अगर सार्थकता नहीं है, it is not meaningful, it is not purposeful. You became an IAS officer. Maybe that time you had the passion कि एक बार मैं डिस्ट्रिक्ट मजिस्ट्रेट बन करके और सारे लोगों का दुख दूर कर दूंगा. लेकिन you forgot that. You became the same businessman or same person who does all kinds of deeds. Very unfortunate. Well, I would also like to talk about the parents. Parents की भी बहुत गलतियां होती हैं. Parents जब बच्चे को कहता है कि मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए, तुम जो भी करो करो, मुझे 95-98% मार्क्स ला करके दिखा दो. What the hell? क्या सिखा रहे हैं आप उसको? कुछ भी कर लो और 95% मार्क्स ले आओ. और नतीजा इन चीजों का ये होता है कि ओल्ड एज होम की रफ्तार बढ़ रही है. You will need, because they would realize कि क्या आपने पढ़ाया हमें. And if you don't check all these things, parents को मैं कह रहा हूं, यहां पर भी आप गन कल्चर अमेरिका वाला ले आएंगे. Be careful. You don't need, success at the cost of anything. No. If the means are wrong, it will have an impact upon the end. If I score 95% marks by, committing unfair means and copying, that is not going to guarantee a job to me. Because in the job, they will ask me, what have you learned? There I will fail. So what kind of, teaching your parents has given you, which is of no use in your life, then you will commit mistake, this the kind of that kind. So becoming a good human being, which is most important thing. Okay. Once you are a good human being, then you get love, affection, care, support, every kind of things around you, which no one can even imagine. With that, all those things you need in your life if you want to enhance your life satisfaction along with job satisfaction. So perhaps these are the things, and you are wise enough to think over these things, and rather you should enlighten us You should talk to people. Never think that it is solely the responsibility of parents to give you guidance, teachers to give you guidance. Now that technology has advanced so much, you are matured enough. You can check here and there and acquire proper skill and proper ideas, which are worthy ideas. So never think that you are dependent upon someone else to guide you. Okay. And the best guide is ethical GPS. Your conscience is your ethical GPS. It always tells you कि बेटा ये गलत कर रहे हो, इसको मत करो. You just don't listen to your conscience, and then you commit all kinds of mistakes. So maybe all those who are committing mistakes, they are thinking that they are bigger than their conscience, and conscience doesn't play any role. No religion, no spirituality, nothing. They discard all such things, and then they think that they are the only hero on this earth. That is why they commit such mistakes.
Very beautifully explained, sir. Sir, I have a question in my mind. So if we talk about business purposes, how we become ethical and why it is needed in the business? Because as we all studied that the profit motive is the main motive to success the business. So still the people are not ethical. Why it is required now? You have seen the CSR is compulsory by the government. Still they are they CSR maybe they just spend their money on that purposes only, which is required by the government, and they have told them why and what are the ethics which is needed in the business, whether it is profitable or not, whether it is a mandatory or not, and why it should be there.
Okay, again, a good question. I think your question is coming straight from the heart of the students. Even the students must be wondering that how exactly the ethics must be benefiting the business people. Okay, so I mean, you have rightly pointed out that now it is turn for the students. I will talk to them and I'll ask them that what is their perception, what do they understand by these things. I would like to discuss what is the impact of good governance or ethical governance, okay, on business. The first thing is, I have coined a word, rising sun. Your business, you want to see rising sun or setting sun? The first letter of R is reputation. Whether it is a business or an individual, reputation pays. Investor will invest where they find that this is a highly reputed person. Consumer will buy. Employees will stick to that company which is reputed one. The reputation is very important. Now, my question to you all is, do you find some example of a reputed concern? Can you name some? One by one. Yes. तो बोलो. Reliance, Tata, और अब आपका होमवर्क ये है कि जरा लिस्ट को बड़ा करिए. काफी छोटा लिस्ट है ये. You apply your mind, exercise your mind. After the class, after this lecture, थोड़ा सा लिखिए उसको कि these are the reputed companies. Okay. Whatever you have said, out of that, I will tell you the most reputed company in the world, not in India. One is IBM, another is Infosys, another is Wipro, another is Tata's, And the result is that Tata could buy a company 5 times bigger than the Tatas. 5 times bigger it could buy, it could acquire. That is Chorus. Okay? Tata acquired Chorus, 5 times bigger steel manufacturing. Tata Motors acquired Jaguar. This is the benefit of being a reputed one. And what are those companies which are unreputed, not reputed? कोई लिस्ट उसका भी बनाना होगा ना? कौन लोग हैं ऐसे? Anyone? नहीं सोचा, नहीं देखा, वो भी लिस्ट बनाना है? बहुत बढ़िया. सत्यम कंप्यूटर्स इज वन, देखा ना? और है? बहुत बढ़िया. I mean, when you are answering this question, you are educating the entire class. That is the beauty of question and answer. Okay? If I only speak, you only have one answer. But all of you collaborate and speak, you have 5 good answers. Okay? The best example could be even Jet Airways and even Kingfisher. You forgot Kingfisher. Bad reputation. Nirav Modi, bad reputation. Billionaires, all these billionaires. So reputation matters, and ethics enhances your reputation in the market. That is how you succeed. That is how you sustain. That is how you make profit. Okay? And you become a role model. Tata is the only company in the world, for your information. Kindly note it. In your answers, you can write it. Tata is the only company in the world which has 0 attrition level. 0. Once a person joins, never leaves. Never leaves. There is no company in the world where this kind of culture is there. Because Tata looks after your entire interest. Once you are there, your housing, boarding, education, every health, everything is looked after. When everything is being looked after, why should I go elsewhere? Okay. So that kind of culture. So about reputation. Rise. Next letter is innovation. Innovation. Example, which has been a company which has been highly innovative. Innovative is very important for the growth, for success. Example, tu bata. Oh, great. एक दिमाग में आना चाहिए फट फट. इसका भी लिस्ट बना, जरा लंबा करो. ठीक है? 80% of our startups have failed. More than 80%. क्यों fail किया भाई? Why do they fail? 3 things you must keep in mind. If you have a startup in your mind, okay, and you want to be financed by some venture capitalist, only 3 things. This I learned from Sunil Gupta, who is leading venture capitalist in United States. Okay, he was giving on TED Talk, I heard him. And he said that on the 3 things we decide whether to finance a particular project or not. One is benevolence. Whether whatever ideas is there in your mind is for the benefit of the society. You have the urge कि sir इस काम से ना लोगों को बहुत फायदा हो. Yes, he will listen to you. क्या बता रहे हो? So benevolence, जो भी आप प्रोजेक्ट दिमाग में अपना रखो, number 1 is benevolence. Number 2 is ethicality. किस मीन से वो उसको अचीव करना चाहता है? By hook or crook. सिर्फ मैंने मार्केट में पढ़ लिया कि सर इसको आप कर लो, आपका दिन दुगना चार गुना तरक्की होगा और उसमें लोगों का डिमांड बढ़ेगा, ये है वो है. Is that your criteria of selecting a particular project? Or you will say कि बहुत ईमानदारी से काम करना है and then we will achieve this objective. Wonderful. This is the second. And third, of course, is your capability. Your capability, he would like to say कि अगर आप कोई हॉस्पिटल खोलना चाहते हो कि डॉक्टर लाइन के हो कि कॉमर्स के लाइन के हो, कॉमर्स के लाइन हॉस्पिटल खोलना चाहते हो, भैया थोड़ा सा तुम अपने एरिया का कोई काम ढूंढो. Okay, you are not expert in medical line. Only three things. Even in interviews for job, फर्स्ट ईयर के स्टूडेंट हो, बाद में अभी से तैयारी करो, वहां आप गलती क्या करते हैं? वहां गलती ये करते हैं कि सबसे पहले अपना तीसरा नंबर का जो है कि I have done this internship, I know this, I have done this, I have this article, that article, अपने बारे में पूरा प्रोजेक्ट किया, नंबर 1. ठीक है, और बाकी दो जो था उसको भूल गए. You're not selected. Not selected. Very clear. Okay, you have done this and that. Doesn't matter. लेकिन आपका फोकस कहाँ है? You have done all those things for the betterment of society. You have done all those things for improving the culture of the society. If it is so, आजा बेटे, come. I want such people. Okay, so your capability should be the last thing that you should address. First, you address first two, that I want to do this for the country, for the society. Okay, so these are the things that we need to keep in mind, which will give us absolute clarity, no confusion, no dilemma. Okay, when we have ethical dilemma, then of course, it becomes very difficult to take decisions. The third letter is satisfaction. Satisfaction in terms of sustainability, that okay, there is no problem, I'll get job. Peace of mind. Employee satisfaction. If your employees are not satisfied, their productivity will go down, your company will go down. So you should have a sound sleep. How can you have a sound sleep? When you have not done anything wrong in the day hours. Okay, I remember, the Vice Chancellor of Ajim Premji University, Anurag Behr. He said that, this Wipro here, maybe we have taken some wrong decisions also. We cannot claim that all the decisions have been right. But one thing is there, that when we go to bed, we have a sound sleep. We have a sound sleep. This was his statement. Quality of people is important. Kiran Mazumdar, though she is, under a scanner recently, unfortunately, back on India, one of the leading concern in the world. Okay, she 5 years back, her statement was that $1 billion, rupees in my balance sheet doesn't make any difference to me. But the band of committed people that I have grown in my organization, that is something which is very satisfying for me. Human being. Because that will sustain. Okay, so satisfaction, and you cannot have satisfaction by doing wrong means, wrong things. It is inner thing, internal. Okay, and then the last letter is expansion. Expansion and growth. Everyone would like to be in an organization which is expanding, growing. Okay, because there you also see that future, your future, I mean, you will be something else. So these startups which have failed in India, there we need to tell them that unless you assure your partners and all these people that it has a great future, they will not, be motivated. They will not stay with you. Okay, so RISE, RISE, we can keep on talking on these things, but in nutshell, in briefly, I have just communicated all these things. Now I invite other queries or questions from your side.
I request all the students, if there is any query, any dilemma, any doubt, please ask. um, Please ask the question. Raise your hand, please. कुछ माइंड में होगा आपके? Yeah.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, faculty and my dear friends.
Good morning.
So, sir, I'm from BMS third year. So my question is that sometimes because of some issues, some stress, like people have to take unethical decision as well. So at that time, how can we उस टाइम हम कैसे अपने आप को मतलब मोटिवेट रखे कि नहीं हमें अनएथिकल डिसीजन नहीं लेना है. एज यू शेयर्ड कि जो आईएएस ऑफिसर होते हैं वो करप्ट हो जाते हैं, तो कई बार होता है उनके ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर आता है, तो हमें उस प्रेशर से कैसे डील करना है आफ्टर बिकमिंग एन आईएएस ऑफिसर. हमें नहीं होना एथिकल, बट बिकॉज ऑफ प्रेशर वी हैव टू डू इट. सो हाउ कैन वी हम उस चीज से कैसे बचें?
बहुत बढ़िया सवाल है. Sometimes we have this thing in our mind कि ethical या honest का मतलब 100% होता है, 99 नहीं होता, 98 नहीं होता, 95 नहीं होता. गलत. You cannot be ethical in every situations, okay, and with every problem. लेकिन 80% तो हो गए भाई. 20% का स्कोप रखना पड़ेगा आपको, ठीक है, क्योंकि सारे समाज जो है उसमें वैसे लोग नहीं है. लेकिन एक चीज मैं बता देना चाहता हूं तुम लोगों को कि नॉर्मली यू मस्ट बी हियरिंग कि आजकल का जमाना ऐसा है नहीं. आजकल एथिक्स वगैरह जो है ना कोई मतलब है नहीं. ओ भाई, ये तो तुम्हारे लिए बहुत गुड न्यूज है. ये बहुत गुड न्यूज है कि लोग आजकल 90% ईमानदार नहीं हैं. ओ भाई, 10% का तो वैल्यू आसमान पे है. 10% people, there is a short supply of honest people. I agree. But anything, you are a student of economics, anything which is in short supply commands a higher price. Anything which is in short supply, आज टमाटर अगर कम हो जाए, मुझे कहा कि बॉम्बे में टमाटर 100 रुपए किलो मिल रहा. टमाटर का सप्लाई कम होगा, उसका डिमांड, उसका प्राइस ऊपर चला जाएगा. तो इट इज गुड न्यूज फॉर यू कि अगर सच बोलने वाले बहुत कम हो गए हैं तो आप सच बोलिए. यू विल बी इन द डिमांड इन द मार्केट. ग्रेट डिमांड. टीचर के सामने, पेरेंट्स के सामने, समाज के सामने, दे विल लव टू बी विथ यू, टू गिव यू responsibilities. A person who is not dependable, एक टीचर भी उसको रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं देता. इवन 3-4 भाई घर में हैं तो माँ बाप भी देखते हैं कि इनमें से सबसे सच्चा कौन है, सबसे भरोसे वाला बच्चा कौन है, उसी को वो जिम्मेदारी देते हैं. ठीक है. सो दिस इज अ गुड न्यूज फॉर यू. डोंट से कि आजकल के जमाने में कुछ नहीं होता. आजकल के इवन in the corporate world, अंबानी भी अपने यहां सीईओ उसी को चुनेगा जो ईमानदार होगा. जो अलमीरा में करोड़ों रुपया पड़ा हुआ है उसको घर नहीं ले जा रहा. एक सिग्नेचर से इधर से उधर हो जाता है, वो भी नहीं करता. That kind of person can expect to be at that higher level. ओके, सो ये दिमाग से बिल्कुल निकाल दो कि इस चीज का जमाना नहीं है, उस चीज का जमाना नहीं है। अगर इस चीज का जमाना नहीं है, ओ यस, आपका जमाना आ गया, फिर यू डिक्टेट द वर्ल्ड। सो ठीक है, I think, you know, there are practical difficulties, of course, but अगर आपने अपने ऑनेस्टी से कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर लिया तो आप गए, देयर इज नो डाउट अबाउट इट। नाउ वन थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू क्लैरिफाई कि एथिकलिटी और ऑनेस्टी में क्या डिफरेंस है। एक एग्जांपल दूंगा। अभी जो है खिरवार, संजीव खिरवार, बड़े पेपर में पढ़े होंगे तुम लोग कि स्टेडियम बंद करा देता था अपने डॉग को लेकर के घूमने में। आईएएस ऑफिसर, ठीक है, हेडलाइन, आजकल का हेडलाइन है। उसके काम और बताया, जो झारखंड में आईएएस ऑफिसर पूजा सिंगल, दोनों में क्या डिफरेंस है? दोनों का एक्ट है, दोनों का कौन सा एक्ट है? दोनों का एक ही एक्ट है, नहीं है ना? अप्लाई योर माइंड। दोनों कसूरवार हैं। किसको तुम कहोगे डिसऑनेस्ट और किसको कहोगे तुम अनएथिकल? तुम बताओ। एग्जैक्टली, बहुत बढ़िया आंसर, a clap for him, good answer। अभी जो संजीव खिरवार है, यू कांट कॉल हिम डिसऑनेस्ट, यस और नो? डिसऑनेस्ट तो नहीं है। अभी अब कार्रवाई चल रही है, अभी इंक्वायरी हो रहा है कि इसका ये अनएथिकल एक्ट था, तो हो सकता है डिसऑनेस्ट भी हो, तो उस पर अभी इंक्वायरी हो रही है। लेकिन अभी उसको डिसऑनेस्ट नहीं करार किया गया, उसको सिर्फ ट्रांसफर कर दिया गया। हस्बैंड वाइफ दोनों आईएएस थे, एक और अरुणाचल भेज दिया, एक को लद्दाख भेज दिया, दोनों को अलग अलग कर दिया। दोनों मिल करके सारा नाश करते हैं यहाँ, है पूरा पार्क अपने रख लिया, ये कर लिया, वो कर लिया। दोनों को अलग अलग भेजो तो अनएथिकल है, डिसऑनेस्ट नहीं है। दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन डिसऑनेस्टी एंड अनएथिकलिटी। ठीक है, ओके, anything else?
Any other question, please? Yeah, please ask. कुछ भी माइंड में है बेटा पूछो, जनरल लाइफ से रिलेटेड।
Okay, you know, I'll end up by saying something. Personal life, personal experience. For your information, after serving 40 years in this college, I'm going to retire next month. Okay. And let me tell you, in such a dignified manner, I'm leaving this assignment. Absolutely clean. And you'll be surprised that I have got a letter from the university that the day your salary stops, your pension will resume. Unexpected. In the entire university, in a rarest of rare circumstances, this thing happens, that a person is in service and he gets a letter that nothing to worry. The credit goes 50% to Ramanujan College and 50% to Center for Ethics and Values. And something about my personal life, this was professional life. About my personal life, for the last 40 years, I have not visited a single doctor. That is about myself. Thank you.
Any other question? So we will wind up from now onwards. So I would like, on behalf of all the department, from the Department of Commerce, I would like to thank, please be quiet.
Please maintain silence. Thank you so much, sir. It was indeed a wonderful lecture. We all wish to seek your blessings, which would help us to excel in our careers. I hereby request Ms. Suchi Pati ma'am to give a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Ashwardhan. On behalf of Department of Commerce, I would like to thank each one of you, especially these students. You are the asset, and especially our senior most faculty, TK Mishra sir. From heartfelt thanks. मैं हृदय से आपका धन्यवाद करती हूँ सर. सर आपके कारण ही ये सब कुछ पॉसिबल हुआ. We are inspired with your personal life, professional life, how you are teaching all these. Thank you so much, sir. You have explained each and everything with live example, not only in the business aspect, but also the personal aspects. As you know, बच्चों, business जो है हम लोगों से ही चलता है, और as an individual, we form all type of organization, whether it is a partnership, company and all. If we are ethical, we are honest, nobody can stop you. As sir have given the example of Tata, Tata is made in India, and as you know, even you have seen in the news, टाटा जो है, जो उनके ऑनर हैं, वो आज भी अपना जन्मदिन जो होता है एक छोटे से केक के साथ और एक छोटे से बच्चे के साथ मनाते हैं. देयर इज नो सच काइंड ऑफ अनदर थिंग्स. सो टू बी एथिकल. थैंक यू सो मच सर. आपने इतने अच्छे शब्दों में और इतने अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन किया. क्वेश्चन आंसर्स राउंड भी बहुत अच्छा था, और मैं हृदय से आपका धन्यवाद करती हूँ. आपसे हमने बहुत कुछ सीखा है. मैं प्रभु से यही कामना करूंगी कि आने वाला आपका समय बहुत सुखद अच्छा हो, आपकी हेल्थ अच्छी हो. थैंक यू सो मच सर टू सर्विंग आवर कॉलेज. थैंक यू आवर फैकल्टी मेंबर्स. थैंक्स आवर नॉन टीचिंग स्टाफ. थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू.